Hey y'all, welcome back to our kitchen. It is officially that time of year again, my favorite time of year because it is pasta salad season, and y'all know we are big pasta salad fans in this household. And today I've got 3 new recipes to share with you guys. We are so excited to try these because I'm thinking they might be some of the best ones ever. Y'all are gonna love them, so let's get to cooking. Now I know that y'all know, looking at these flavors right here, you can already guess that this is gonna be like one of my absolute favorites. It's kind of like an Asian or Thai style pasta salad. I've got some water. I'm bringing it to a bowl over here so we can go ahead and get our bow tie pasta cooking. So we're making like a spicy oil infused sauce to go over our pasta salad. Now depending on your spice level, you can dial back how much red pepper flakes that you use. If you want it really hot, you can add more, like you do your level or preference of it. But this flavor is just going to like soak into this oil. It's gonna be so good. It only takes like 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll just cover our pasta salad and let it sit for a couple of hours. This is one of those that like the longer it sits, the better. Now over here to my pot, I'm gonna add in some avocado oil. If you wanna use vegetable, canola, whatever you have, I just prefer to use avocado oil if I can. I'm gonna add a good amount of that. And then y'all know the sesame oil is my absolute favorite flavor, and this is where we're gonna get a good amount of flavor. So add this pretty liberally. Now, like I said, depending on your spice levels, how much red pepper flakes you're gonna add in. The recipe says 1 teaspoon for like pretty hot and 2 teaspoons if you're feeling like dangerous. I'm just gonna go with 1. We're still gonna get a really good spice with that. Now we're just gonna let this kind of like warm throughout for about 2 minutes, and then once that oil is nice and warm, we'll add in the rest of our ingredients. Now the recipe does not call for this, but there's very few things I make without adding garlic, and I feel like garlic will be really good. So I just kind of smashed this small little clove. I'm gonna add that in and just let it infuse with that oil. So now that our oil is simmering, I'm gonna add in about 1/4 cup of honey. And I sprayed my little measuring cup so it would slide out really easily. And then about 1/4 cup of soy sauce as well. Woo! I need to turn this heat down. Oh, I'm already drooling. Like, it just smells so good. That coloring is beautiful. And I almost forgot we gotta add a little pinch of salt in here. Okay, so I got our pasta cooked and put into our bowl here. I gotta tell y'all, I feel like this is gonna be really spicy. We'll see what kind of heat level comes out of this, but I tried to taste it and I was like, whoa, I think it's gonna be spicy, which you know my bunkie will be obsessed with. But all the other flavors that's gonna go in here eventually, I think it's gonna balance everything, and it's just gonna be so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my oil just poured right over top of this pasta, and then give everything a really good toss. You want this pasta nice and coated. The coloring on this pasta already just looks so good. Okay, now we wait. We're gonna cover this and let it sit in the fridge for about 4 hours. You can let this sit overnight. Like I said, the longer the better. But before that, I do have to take a little taste test. Y'all, that is going to be wild. It's spicy, but it's not like too much. It's not overpowering. And then you get that little bit of honey and that salty soy sauce. Oh my gosh. This might be one of like my favorite ones we will have ever made. Okay, popping the lid on, we'll put this in the fridge and then get started on our next one here in just a few minutes. All right, so it's been several hours, actually probably about 5 hours. I have to tell y'all, first of all, I went and got my nails done and got a pedicure, and this yellow is a little bit crazy. I thought it was gonna be more of like a pale pastel yellow, but instead it's like mustard canary big bird yellow.
Yeah, I'm going with like Ronald McDonald yellow.
So just ignore my yellow nails. But anyways, I've stirred this a couple of times. It's been in the fridge because you know sometimes that juice will kind of settle at the bottom. So I just keep stirring and stirring. And if I'm being really honest with y'all, I have taken so many bites of that pasta because it is ridiculously good.
We can't hardly keep you out of there.
Yeah, I could just eat the bowl of pasta and put nothing else on it and be happy as can be. And I told Bunky, I think this would be really good if you added ground beef as well. If you wanted to eat it kind of room temperature, make it day of and add that ground beef and put that same kind of like sauce on there. So stinking delicious. But then of course, if you just want to do it as like a cold pasta salad, no meat, just do it as is. But either way, I think would be really good.
But
so good.
Now we're about to take it to the next level.
We sure are. Because this to me is the star of the show. To our pasta salad, we are adding some honey roasted peanuts, okay? You talk about just that crunch, the texture, the little bit of sweetness, like it is a match made in heaven.
It's gonna play with that sesame oil a little bit.
Yes, and like the longer that it sits with it, they'll kind of like soften a little bit, but still have that crunch. And I think that that will be like so good.
Stop it, you stop it.
Okay, and I do wanna say, I was afraid this was gonna be so spicy that like it was inedible, but it is not at all. Like it is the most perfect amount of heat. Like if you want it really spicy, I would add the full like 2 teaspoons. But if you want it just like medium as is, mild, it's like not too hot, then just the 1 is perfect. I went ahead and took out my little cute bowl.
Oh, I was wondering if you were gonna portion out your own little
Of course I did. And I added my peanuts. This is Bunky's. I'm adding the rest of the stuff in here that, you know, he loves. So just dump your peanuts right in. And the color on this pasta is just beautiful.
I know, it really like absorbed all that. I guess the soy sauce, right?
Yeah. And then down here I have some fresh cilantro and some scallions. And we're just gonna kind of give this a rough chop and add this in as well. So you talk about like flavor bomb. These knives are so nice. They are so sharp. They're the beautiful line from Walmart, the ones I showed you guys that I got from there, and we love them. Do you want more of the greens or the whites?
The greens.
The greens?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut them at an angle so they're pretty.
Technical term for that is on a bias.
On a bias.
Cut them on a bias for us. Fancify.
How many you want? You want a lot.
Oh yeah. I always like, whenever green onions are involved, I always think I have enough and then I want more.
Yeah. So we'll just add all of this right in, and that's gonna give it a really pretty color as well. Make the presentation look nice.
That just changed the game even more.
Look, that roasted piece of garlic. Oh my gosh, does it not look amazing?
Yes.
I should have put more in there. The recipe didn't call for it, I just added it in.
Classic.
Would I be me if I didn't? Bunky was taking the trash when I started this recipe this morning. So he wasn't here when I was like first filming everything. I just felt like these flavors need some garlic, you know?
I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything,
No.
that's for sure.
Okay, that's literally all you do for this pasta salad. It is so simple, but it's like jam-packed with flavor.
I mean, I can just smell the it's just like
The cilantro.
it's coming over here at me, and now that you've added in that cilantro and green onion, it's even better.
Okay, you got a taste test.
Bunky. This is what everybody needs.
I'm telling you, I felt like this was gonna be one of the best pasta salads we've ever made.
It is like perfection. So like you were saying, it's like not overly spicy, and then that like oil that you made is just the perfect little coating for all the pasta. But with the addition of that cilantro and green onion and the peanuts, it just takes it over the top. Like brings that little bit of freshness that you need in there to offset some of it, you know?
Because it's very savory, so I feel like the cilantro and scallions kind of just bring a bite of like brightness and freshness.
For sure. And then I think you just could not go wrong. Like you were saying, if you just had a little bit of ground beef that you like browned up.
Then I'll be so good. I feel like if you just want to make this not as a pasta salad, but just an easy dinner, just add the ground beef.
Or just having this like, you know, ready to go. And then all you gotta do is make ground beef.
So easy.
Insane.
I gotta say one more thing. So the description of this pasta salad, whenever I found it, it was like a Thai pasta salad. And I think what brings that like Thai flavor is the peanuts. Because it's almost like, you know, like when you go to a Thai restaurant and you get like a peanut butter sauce. What is it called?
Peanut sauce.
Like a peanut sauce.
Yeah.
The peanut with the oil concoction is like that exact flavor.
Yeah, this is so good.
Y'all, it's amazing. Okay, I'm back in the kitchen to make our next pasta salad. That first one was so amazing. I don't even know how like you could top it, but this one is gonna be so good, whole different vibe. Once I tell you what it is, you're gonna be like, oh, that is a Jessica recipe. We're gonna make a dill pickle ranch pasta salad with some bacon and some shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Like, does this not sound incredible? So I've got my noodles boiling. I think these are pretty much done. I need to turn them off and drain them. And I went ahead and cooked our bacon as well. Y'all know I love a good like baked bacon. So I did this on like 365 for probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and it comes out just so melt in your mouth amazing. ranch for this pasta salad. Of course, you can just use whatever bottle is your favorite ranch, or you can make your own homemade. And I go the easy route, either do Hidden Valley or I have the Kinder's ranch. And so I'm gonna make our little homemade ranch. You could go a step further and like really make it homemade if you want to. But if you have this one or like the Hidden Valley, you just do like 2 tablespoons, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of mayo, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and whip this up.
You know what they call that?
What?
Semi-homemade.
Semi-homemade. Thank you, Sandra Lee. If you're like an old school Food Network watcher and you love Sandra Lee, tell me down below, or tell me who was your favorite chef to watch, because I used to be in love with Food Network, like when they actually had all the cooking shows on there. And even when I was in college, I would just like sit in my dorm room when I had like spare time.
Yeah, Funky swears up and down. She's like, I used to watch Rachel Ray and Sandra Lee.
And Emeril Lagasse.
Oh yeah.
Emeril Lagasse's holiday special, when he would make all the Christmas food, that is like my most favorite thing. So like I used to be the biggest Food Network fan. So tell me who your favorite chef was that you used to watch.
So not so much a Food Network fan anymore?
I like it, but I miss the old school shows.
You're making it sound like you don't be watching it anymore.
Okay, Bunky and I love to watch, obviously like Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, of course, always. But we also love Tournament of Champions. I couldn't figure out what it's called for a second. Yeah. Tell me how I just made this ranch and did not even turn on the camera. Like y'all, I just completely forgot. But anywho, got our ranch all situated, and I'm gonna go ahead and start chopping up our bacon. Okay, now 2 things. 1, you cannot have dill pickle pasta salad without some dill pickles. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop these up bite-sized pieces as well. But I just had this thought, like why not take a little bit of this pickle juice and put it in our ranch and dressing to give it a little bit more of that like dill flavor. Now tell me that's not gonna be delicious. See, the problem is I want to eat all the pickles and the bacon while I'm making it, but a little piece of bacon and a pickle together, absolute match made in heaven. So we're actually leaving on our camping trip tomorrow. Y'all will probably see that video after this one. So Bunky's been outside watching Sunny and getting her all ready, so I don't have my cameraman in here with me, and I just keep setting y'all different little places. But anyway, last thing to do for this pasta salad is some shredded cheddar cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and shred that up. I'm gonna add in some like, I don't have fresh dill, but I have like my little shaker of dill. If you have fresh dill, I think that would be so good and like beautiful presentation. But we'll literally combine everything, and then this one's gonna be done. That is what I love about a pasta salad. They are just so simple to make. They're great to have on hand. It's a great lunch. It's a great snack. You can add some chicken in there and make it a great dinner. Y'all, I'm over here like searching our fridge high and low looking for my block of sharp cheddar cheese, and I could not find it anywhere. So I go outside and ask Bunky, I'm like, do you know where this block of cheddar cheese is? Because I know that I bought it. And he's like, yeah, we used it the other night to make the Pioneer Woman sour cream noodle bake because we had that for dinner a couple nights ago. It was so good. We love that recipe, by the way. We make it all the time. But I was like, no, I was supposed to use it for this recipe. Like we could have used Colby Jack or something in that one, but nonetheless, here we are. I do have some Colby Jack, so that's what I'm gonna use, but I do think that like a sharp cheddar will be so good because it'll give it kind of that bite in here. Okay, so I got my pasta in my bowl, and is this bowl not so cute? I found it in the dollar spot at Target today, and I was like, I'm gonna use it, it's so pretty. To this, I'm gonna go ahead and add in our bacon and our pickles. Pour in our ranch. Now I'm doing like half of it so I can kind of see what the consistency is, and then if we need more, I'll add more. And y'all know Daisy Mae's down here begging for some cheese. Does that not look so good? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt, some pepper, and then I have some like dill weed, and I'm gonna add this on top. But like I said, if you have fresh dill, that would be the prettiest presentation. Ooh, I smell that dill. It smells so good. And there you have it, a ranch dill pickle pasta salad. I am about to dive into this.
I'm liking what I'm seeing right here.
Listen, all I know is I'm so excited to take this with us on our camping trip and eat this out by the pool.
Ooh, we even got a little extra ranch to take with us too. That is so good.
I feel like the longer that sets up, it gets like a little bit colder. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so refreshing and just like delicious.
Wow, this is like eating a It's like almost to me, kind of like just like eating a perfect sandwich.
Oh
It kind of tastes like you're eating a sandwich.
That's so like a chicken bacon ranch sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, so good.
It really does.
What are you doing, ma'am? You're not supposed to be in there. She's like, yeah, I want to come outside with you, Mom. Look at this change of scenery we have.
Look at this, yeah.
It is so beautiful. We are at Hilton Head National this week. We got Sunny Girl out. We've been having a really good time.
We got the 22-inch Blackstone griddle out.
Bunky is cranking up the Blackstone for us because we're gonna make our third pasta salad.
Get this little spider out of here.
And what's this one gonna be?
This is taco pasta salad.
Yes, and it's gonna be so good. Now, of course, if you don't have a Blackstone, you can just brown your ground beef inside.
Prepare your taco meat in the traditional fashion.
But since we have the Blackstone,
since we're here, we got the Blackstone out. Brown that beef up out here on the griddle.
which I think, you know, on the griddle always just gives it even more flavor.
You are a fan of the griddled taco, which
I love it.
there is something, I will say, there is something different about it. I don't know what it is.
I feel like it gives such a great texture to like the outside of it, like the crust. Come on, silly. Come on. Get there. Ma'am, you know you are not supposed to be up there. Come on. She's like, but I want to come play, guys. You know, Sunny Girl is a little bit older. She's a 2012. So our AC unit is a little bit older and she's kind of loud. So I'm sorry if it's noisy in here. But I got my pot of water, bring it to a boil so I can add in my rotini. I've got my taco seasoning, our ground beef. We're just going to literally make like regular style taco meat. Chocolate chip cookies per your request.
Special request.
You're going to ruin your lunch, sir.
You gotta get me through this cook, you know what I mean?
You are crazy.
This is them good old TJs, you know?
They're the best ones.
Y'all saw these. I made sure to bring these with me.
Okay, it's a little windy, but I figure because it's brighter and just so nice today, we're gonna finish making this outside. I have my noodles cooked here, so we're gonna add our meat. Oh, Bunky! You made us a heart?
That's love right there.
That is love, baby. That is so sweet.
Love, girl.
So just add your taco meat right in. Like, I just want to eat that with some chips right now.
I know that, I mean, and you know what I just remembered about this too?
What?
That taco sauce, you know, your good old traditional.
That's going on there.
It's gonna be your the moisturization of the noodles.
Yes.
It's so nice to be here, just seated at a picnic table outside.
I was gonna finish making it, and Bunky's like, "No, I want to make this one." I'm like, "Okay."
No, so here we
you
go.
Go for it.
All right, so you want me to go in with the tomatoes next?
Yeah, so we're gonna add tomatoes, and you can kind of do whatever toppings you want, like whatever you like on your tacos.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna do obviously the tomatoes. We've got some corn, some black beans.
Is my jalapeno supposed to be in here?
No, but I did think about adding it in if you want to.
Okay, well, I think that would be a nice, as you were saying a second ago, you know, add whatever toppings you want.
Yeah.
I think some nice little jalapeno bits in here would be good.
Yeah.
Pop in some
I would
corn.
like half a can of that corn.
And now some black beans.
Yes.
This is one of your favorite foods.
I love the black beans. I might have needed a bigger bowl.
A little more. Yeah, as I'm sitting here, I'm like, where is all the cheese and Doritos? I'm just gonna have to make it and then eat enough to make room for it to, the lid to go on, you know?
Yeah, well, we are in Sunny, so we don't always have like our big bowls and stuff.
Yeah.
So in the RV, you gotta use what you got.
And we have what is probably an 8 cubic foot refrigerator, so not as much room there either.
Yeah.
We know look who's over here. She knows.
She does. So I have some Fiesta blend cheese. You can just do like shredded cheddar if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the Fiesta blend would give it just a nice little
extra
yeah.
taco salad-y.
Look how good this just looks.
Already.
I almost just want to get like regular tortilla chips and eat this like a dip.
I know.
Now for our sauce, like Funky was saying, we have this like taco sauce, which is going to be awesome. The recipe that I was actually looking at for this called for Catalina dressing. Have you ever had Catalina dressing?
I have actually. It's very much kind of like a
Is it like the sauce that I normally make for my tacos?
Yeah, I almost would liken it to like a French dressing, I think.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah, if I'm thinking of the right stuff, like, yeah, and it might be a little bit thinner.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what it called for. But when I was in the grocery store and I saw this, I was like, I think this will be really good in there. So
Yeah.
I went with the taco.
We're taking it all the way to Taco Town with this.
That's right. As Guy Fieri would say, we are in the midst of Flavor Town.
We'll start with that much.
Okay, and I feel like the secret ingredient and what is going to make this so good is we're going to crush up and put some Cool Ranch Doritos in this pasta salad. And that is going to give it the crunch, the zip, the tang.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start giving this a little tossage.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, this is more of like we're gonna do more of a fold and hope that...
The pasta is down there somewhere. While Bunky's mixing this, let me tell you some other ingredients that I think would be good in here. If your family loves cilantro, I think that would be really good. You can even do like a fire roasted corn, or like Bunky wants jalapeno in his to add like a little bit of heat. You could also do red onion if you want to. I feel like the possibilities for this pasta salad are like endless. That is looking so good, Bunk.
The possibilities.
The possibilities. That was good.
Mmm.
What you thinking?
That's really good because, like, I wasn't sure how the pasta noodle and the taco meat was gonna play together.
Yeah.
But they do play well together.
Okay, good.
And then the corn is a little sweet.
Yeah.
You got the nice hearty little black bean in there. Just like a handful of crushed Doritos. Right on top.
Yep. The Dorito takes it over the top.
It does. Like, you know how a taco salad tastes?
Yes.
It just took it to like taco salad world.
That is what I'm talking about.
It really did. That is crazy how that just changed it so much.
Wow. I
can't believe it. I cannot believe how much that just transformed that.
Okay, I need a bite. You know how I always make my own little taco dressing? I'm really excited to actually try this because I've never just like bought taco dressing, if you will.
Yeah.
I might end up liking it and not have to like make my own anymore. Dude, that's good.
I know.
I'm shook. The Doritos are crucial. They are like my favorite part of this. I love getting a bite of the corn because it just gives that little burst of like sweetness. Oh my gosh. This is like 10 out of 10 for me.
What do you think about that sauce you got there though?
The sauce is so good. All right, that is gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys try these recipes. You are going to love them. I'll have all the recipes down below in the description box. I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with us. And if you're new, we'd love for you to join our family. So hit that subscribe button before you leave. Give us one a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.